Welcome back to Valley Vibes with Eva. Today I'm featuring my friend Erik, and he's also my favorite lender. A lot of you have already met him at my birthday parties, or you know his incredible healing wife, the best massage therapist in Arizona, probably the whole world. And a lot of you have also worked with him. You know, he is my favorite lender. So today we're actually not going to talk about real estate. Well, maybe a little bit. Okay, we're actually going to talk about our faith.
Yeah.
So, Erik, okay, when I first met you, I think that was one of the things that really impressed me, how you led with that. You're like, I'm a Christian man. Like, I remember, if you don't know, realtors like meeting at Starbucks. So we met at Starbucks to talk. We had just closed the deal.
Right.
He had
First
saved this deal. Yeah, he saved these people. Oh my gosh, it was, hey, Anna. She watches us.
Probably.
So, but yeah, that was, you led with that. You led with your faith, and that automatically just made me more comfortable personally, because I'm also a woman of faith. And so do you always do that? Do you always share with potential partners or clients? Is that something that goes forward?
I don't come out and like specifically say it. I mean, I think it kind of depends on, the circumstances or how the conversation goes. Because I usually try, whenever I'm talking with anybody, is look for common ground or an opportunity to, engage in a way that maybe allows that to come up. Because the reality is it shapes everything about who I am and how I conduct my business and relationships and everything. So, the reality is I have to make that front and center. And so, yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends on, like, I don't immediately start the conversation with like, oh, by the way, I'm a Christian, so therefore, we have to start there before we can even talk about doing a loan. But it's just a matter of looking for opportunity to share. And a lot of times people will be open about where they are, on a spiritual level. And
so you had those conversations?
Oh yeah. It's pretty cool to have, especially when you find out somebody thinks and believes the same as you. You can have it changes the dynamic, I think, of how you communicate through the process and how you work through, especially like if something difficult comes up, then we rely on our faith to get through it, and that's an important piece to it. And, and interestingly, the majority of those that I work with in terms of like real estate partners and stuff like that, we share common ground with that. And it's great because it really allows you to, like as you're growing and trying to figure out how to make your business better, you have that common ground. So you're praying for each other, you're praying over the deals that you're working on or whatever. And it just, honestly, it makes a lot more peaceful environment with how we do our business. So,
yeah. And I'm glad that you talk about that, because of course, when something's challenging, we're all praying, like, we all like need Jesus in these moments. But also that you're open to those conversations with your clients, or with strangers, like, maybe it's not just for the person that needs a loan or the refinance. You're also there, if they just need a chit chat, and maybe need a little guidance, with more than just lending.
Yeah.
I know, obviously